Morning guys, good morning from a wet Bratislava. So we're on our last day here. I've just checked out of the apartment and I've got all day pretty much here to waste, and my flight isn't till this evening. So we have a plan guys, we have a plan. I was looking at the map last night, as I do, and we're very close to the Austrian border as well here, which I totally forgot about in a way. So we're going to walk over to the border of Austria right now, and on the way to Austria, just on this side, well the other side of the Danube, the other side of the river, there's some old war bunkers from World War II which are hidden in a forest, I believe. They are accessible. Some of them are a bit harder to find than others. So guys, we're going to go on a little adventure. We're on the way to Austria. We're going to go and look for these bunkers and see what they're all about, and yes, head over the Austrian border. Why not? We've got some time to waste, and given that I've walked over to Hungary and Poland, I think I should walk over to Austria as well. So come and join me guys, let's go. And what I should mention about the war bunkers guys, I did mention they were built purposely for World War II, and it was a defence system basically to defend themselves against Germany when they were getting attacked by Germany. So it was all about that basically. Quite interesting. One of them is apparently a museum, I think. It's still open as a museum, but the other ones are just derelict and just left as they were, but apparently there's still things in there, and it's very interesting to see. So let's go and check it out. Once again guys, very quiet Bratislava. So just coming back onto the bridge guys, heading over the Danube. We've been here before, if you remember, if you've been watching the videos. So the bunkers, the bunkers that I found online, they're within that forest there basically. There's a walkway along there, and they're within there. There is another one on the other side of this bridge. Apparently, I read, I don't know how old the article was, but apparently there's a guy living in one of them, just like a homeless guy, and he's made it into a home. So that would be interesting if I find that. I think that's the one that's on the other side of the bridge here, the one on this side, not in here. So yeah, there's many bunkers around here, but they're the ones that I found, and the ones that are closest to me here that are accessible for me by foot. So and then we're going to head into Austria for a pint and some food maybe. Let's see. Interesting, eh? So we've just come off the bridge is just there. Now we're going to head down this little path here. Apparently this leads along towards the bunkers guys. This is the way I need to go. Some old derelict building here, and there's a big old, like, looks like an old derelict factory behind those trees there as well. Now the rain started coming down fairly hard. I'm quite exposed here. No trees to hide under, so I'm going to see how it goes. I don't want to get too wet. I'm flying home tonight, and these are the only clean clothes I've got left guys. So I need to try and stay fairly fresh for the flight. So I've been walking for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and we're just coming up to another bridge here. We're going to go under that. I'm probably about halfway to the bunkers here now. It's just been a long stretch guys. Whoop. But beautiful. The rain stopped for a minute and I've taken my jacket off, so it feels fresh man. It's nice and fresh. So we've just come off the cycle path now, and well, we're still following a little path, but it's a different path to what we were on before. Just coming to the bridge here that I was pointing out before. Some quite nice bits of graffiti here actually. And there. Yeah man. very nice. It's a shame these aren't in the city. It's kind of wasted under here. Anyway, I'm hoping we can get past, because I'm noticing a gate here now. I'm just hoping we can get through. So I think we go down this way. So we've got the river just to the right of us here, and we're pretty much heading to we're going to hit the Austrian border as we walk along this path actually. Just keep going down here for another 5 or 10 minutes I think. Okay. It's a little sign here. Here's the bunker, guys, the first one. Don't know why I'm whispering. Man, you can see one of the, it's like like a dome with a hole, like as if a gun would have been coming out of that there, like a little gun turret. I can't get around the back of it. I'm gonna have a little look inside. It feels weird here, man. It feels very weird. In there, it feels weird. I can't explain how that felt. It felt like there was a presence in there. That is weird, man. But there's lots of different rooms and things in there. Guys, I've never felt like that before. I don't know if you could see any of that then, but it was just like loads of different little rooms, bits of graffiti in there, but I was getting a vibe in there then, almost like there was a presence there. And I'm on my own in the middle of nowhere here, by the way. I haven't seen anyone since I've been walking along. Wow, man. Well guys, that's the first one. I know it doesn't look too much on the outside. I really want to go and investigate even further in, but there's holes in the floor and all sorts in there, like, so I don't know how safe it is, you know. I just walked a little bit then, like I say, what a weird feeling that was. Like, I don't know if it was just me freaking myself out, but that was, I can't even explain that feeling. It was like someone was stood right there with me. That is fucking strange, man. Whew. Right, okay. I'm going to continue this way, see if I can find the other ones. I believe one of them is a museum. I think it's the last one we're going to see, but there are another couple, but they're in the forest, so whether they are accessible I do not know. But we are coming up to the Austrian border here as well, so let's go and do a border hop first. So I'm just going off route a little bit. I've just found this little path coming off that path which heads towards the river, so we're walking towards the Danube here basically. Wow, very shallow. Looks very shallow here. It's like a beach, stony beach. Bratislava down that way. Crazy. Well, that was freaky, guys. I'm sorry I didn't venture into that that bunker any more than that, but something else I need to be aware of as well is the gypsies around here, you know. Now I've talked about them before, the Romani gypsies, and potentially, I mean, they could be living in there, or you know, it's a shelter basically, so you could have homeless people or people of that nature squatting in there, you know. So I didn't want to get myself into any trouble, you know. I've been told to take care of myself in certain areas, and like I say, here I am in the middle of nowhere pretty much. So folks, we are on the border of Austria. Literally, that tree there is in Austria. This is the border. This road is literally the border. I'm going to be heading back down that way now, so I can go down back to where civilization is, and that's where we're going to head into Austria properly. But there's a little path here. Let's walk down this for a couple of minutes. So yeah guys, I'm actually walking in Austria now. An unknown border, basically. Yeah, well, I'm not going to continue, it just keeps on going through the bush. Like I said, I want to keep myself safe. But we are in Austria right now guys, we've just come over the border, heading back into Slovakia. Slovakia, Austria, Austria, Slovakia. Why do I have a border fetish? What's all that about? I do not know. Oh, very peaceful though, very peaceful. After being in the town, in the city, sorry, nobody about, just a few birds in the trees. Absolutely beautiful. So as I'm walking along, I've got a little bit of a walk till the next bunker. I'm not sure if I'll get to this one, just looking at it, it's quite far into the forest, so it all depends on whether there's a path to it, you know. But just going back to being in that other bunker, then the feeling I had, I can't explain that. It honestly felt like there was someone there with me. And I've got to remember, I mean, potentially people died there, you know. So I don't know, man, that was very strange. Like I say, I don't know whether it was just me freaking myself out. But I just felt like a presence in there, man. Whew, that was so strange. See it on my map, it shows another path going down this way, but there's nothing there. Potentially it was a path at some point, but there's absolutely nothing there at the minute. So yeah, I'm not going to take myself to anywhere I shouldn't go, guys. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, who knows, there might even be things within the forest, like what do they call them, like detonators or whatever. So mines, that's what I was trying to say. So what it says here on Google: whilst landmines from past wars are sometimes uncovered in Bratislava, especially during construction, the city is not considered an active minefield. Unexploded ordnance, including aerial bombs and anti-personnel mines from World War II, continues to pose a risk. So yes guys, as I was saying, definitely don't want to walk off the beaten path here. And here's another post: hundreds of unexploded World War II mines uncovered in Bratislava. More than 1,000 mines from the Second World War have been found during excavation work near Bratislava and the city. Experts confirmed that they are German S-35 anti-personnel mines. Yeah man, crazy, crazy, crazy. So it's showing me that one of the bunkers is just in there somewhere. Yeah, there's nothing obvious to get in. That's what I was saying, I don't think I'm going to be able to get to that one. There's literally one in there somewhere. And after what I've just been saying about the mines, there's not a chance I'm going there unless there's a path. So let's see if we can see some of the other ones. I think we're about 10 to 15 minutes away from hopefully seeing the next bunker, if there's a path to it. There's something eerie about the feeling of this place as well. I don't know if I'm just freaked out still by the the experience I just had in that last bunker there, but it just seems to feel, I don't know, like a weird, very eerie, very silent. I know I'm in the middle of nowhere, but there's like hardly any birds either. the odd bird here and there, but hardly any. Where you'd think a forest like this would be abundant, you know? Very weird. So we're just coming up to the next bunker, and this is the one that is a museum, so the more accessible one. And I do see a vehicle in front of me here and an old army van there, and then from here you can cut into the forest if there's a path, and there's another bunker just about 5 minutes into the forest here. So let's go and see, let's see what we can see. So this is the museum sign. This bunker is behind this green building here, but it looks more like just a lump of earth from what I can see. Oh no, on the other side of it you can see it here now. I was going to say it just looks like a hill, like a, you know, a hill there, but it's on the other side here. The old army truck. So here we go. Doesn't look like much of a museum to me. It's not open, that's for sure. There's a lock on the door there. And even these holes, like in the other one I went to in the middle of the forest, these were open before, so you could have a little peep in. But definitely this is not open. There we go guys, an old World War II bunker. And apparently, like I say, there is another one in here, but it's showing the path going into the forest here, and once again there's no path, so I'm definitely not going to take myself through there. It shows it goes straight through here, so yeah, there's supposed to be a path through there, and it kind of looks like there is, but very overgrown. So once again guys, I'm not going to be going through there. There's no point. I'm not going to put myself at risk. I've got a flight to get tonight. So yeah, that's it really guys. They are the only bunkers that I could find. Two out of 4. I was hoping to see 4, but you can't have it all. So I believe I can carry on here and I can walk along the path there back to civilization. You might be able to hear a bit of traffic behind me, so I'm going to head over the border over there. Let's go. Yes. Right, let's follow this for a little while now. So those hills beyond guys, Austria. I see a little castle amongst the trees there as well. So I'm not sure if you guys can see that red building in the distance there. That's my destination. A little cafe, I hope it's open. And then just beyond that cafe is the border. So go and dip my toe in Austria if I can. I don't know what the border control is like. Hopefully I can just have a little walk through. But on the other side of the border there is pretty much nothing. It doesn't look like there's anything anyway, so it's not like I can visit anything over there. But at least I can dip my toe in the Austria. So here we are, the cafe. Apparently this used to be an old casino. Not anymore. They've taken it over and made it into a cafe. Auto Bazaar. No, Autoberg, I think it's called. So let's go check it out, guys. So at the back here, this is the back end. I think I need to go to the front. But as you can see, this is the old entrance to the casino. Still got all the old posters here. If this place could talk, guys, I bet it's got a few stories. Anyway, the border. Let's go to the border first, and then we'll go to the cafe. Republic of Austria. Welcome to Austria, guys. Let's go and dip our foot in. There we go. We are now in Austria. I don't know if I'm supposed to be walking along this bit here. It's like a big office type building, but it's either that or on the main road. So let's just walk a minute or two here so I can say I've gone deep into Austria. But yeah guys, here we go. Just continues along. It's just a road. Basically, like I say guys, there's not a lot for me to see here. You might call me crazy for walking nearly 2 hours just to get to this. But it's the kind of person I am. And the cars, there's a little checkpoint here for the cars I can see in the distance. So clearly that I can see some cars stopping here, so they do have little checks. But I am actually in Austria guys, yes. Let's go and see the car thing. Let's go and see what that's all about. I'm just going to come back onto the cycle path, because the cycle path goes straight through. I just want to see what this is about, see if they are pulling cars up or whether they just allow them to go straight through. No idea why I find it interesting guys. Yeah guys, so what they have to do, you can see a police van just here. The cars come in here, there's a little kind of kiosk there, little blue desk. I don't want to go any closer because there is a policeman in there. You might be wondering why I'm filming, but they obviously have to go through there and then they head through there like that car. So they come off the main road through this little section here to get the all clear, and then they continue along their way into Austria. But as a pedestrian you can just keep going. So there we go guys, that's how it works. So let's head on back to the cafe, water ourselves. I mean, it's quite amazing really, the difference in certain borders, you know, in different countries. Now when I was in Mexico and going over to different countries, say into Guatemala or into Belize, or even just going into different states in Mexico, the checkpoints, you know, they're just so police, you know, like very, just lots and lots of police. Very what's the word I'm trying to think of, just overpowering with police activity, and they just make you feel uneasy, do you know what I mean? Very uneasy, like you're doing something wrong. Whereas here there's a guy just sat in a kiosk and not even asking for any details of people, he's just letting them through, very chill, very relaxed, you know. And that's one thing I am not too keen on in certain parts of the world, i.e. South America, well, not just South America, but Mexico for example. The police over there and that, they try to make you feel scared, you know, and it's just not nice. Like, it's not nice at all. Anyway, back at the casino. I'm hoping the cafe's open. It's not looking open here. There's a little section here, I'm wondering if this is the cafe. I don't think we're open, guys. Oh, yes, yes. Hey, hello. You're tiny, man. You are tiny. Hey. They sell beer. Nice, man. Very nice people in here as well. A very crazy little place. Lots of cigarettes in there. I'm not sure if this is like a place where you get things tax-free, because there was a couple there then, that elderly couple you might have seen, they had, I don't know, about 100 packets of cigarettes they walked out with. So maybe it's, yeah, some kind of tax thing here where you can avoid. I have no idea. But this is the back of the place. This is where I'm going to sit for a little minute, and she said I can walk straight over the bridge from here, so that's handy. I was looking before and it looked a bit like I had to go back the same way, but she said no, you can go straight over the bridge. So that's the way I'm going to be heading back. So I've just realised there's a nice, better area to sit, get a view of the road at least. But what I've just seen here, guys, is an old motorbike. Looks like wartime, a wartime motorbike here, if you're into that kind of thing. Bet that's seen a few days, eh? That could tell a few stories. With the little side cart here. If that could talk, guys, if that could talk, I'm sure it'd have some stories. Anyway, we're going to sit here for a little while, reflect upon life for a minute, and then we're going to head back into Bratislava. Well, there we go, guys. There we go. Nice little rest had. And now got to get the legs moving again to head back over to Bratislava. It's going to take me about an hour. The woman there said it's pretty, yeah, like I said before, it's direct. You just follow this path straight over the bridge. It's not the bridge with the UFO thing, that's way further out of the way, so I've got a bit of a walk back into Bratislava, but it's along the Danube, so should be a pleasant walk, guys. Let's go. Vamos. So we're just walking past the bunker again, just there. It's just mad, man, to think about what happened here back in the day, you know, what activity would have been going on here. It fascinates me, man, really does. And talking about bunkers, when I was young, I was young once, guys. I used to live in a very small little village in down the Conway Valley from the age of 0 to 12. And there used to be across the road from there a tiny little hill, and there was an old bunker there. It wasn't so much a bunker like that, it was like underground, so there was like a lid that you could lift up, and you could get some you'd take some steps down like a ladder, and you could go down into the bunker, and there was old bunk beds in the bunker, just the frames all rusty, and all of the like the old spring mattresses, if you know what I mean. So that's just come back to me now, just after just looking at the bunker there then. I remember that as a kid, and now there's houses there on top of it, so you can no longer go in it. But that just came back to me, man, like a little flashback from my childhood of going down into the bunker, and I can even remember the bunk beds, you know. Crazy, man, crazy. Just coming up to the start of the bridge here now, so I'm going to walk underneath of the bridge over the river. If I was to follow this path, it would take us exactly the same, you know, the way we came when I came off the first bridge to come this way, the cycle track I was walking along. Well, this is the same cycle track basically, so I could go back the same way for ease. But guys, I'm going to head up the bridge here, and there's a homeless guy just under there. Oh man, someone's sleeping under the bridge there. Sad, sad, sad. And I don't have any money, any cash on me to give, otherwise I would. So I could continue that way, guys, but like I say, I'm gonna head on over the bridge. So sad, man, so sad. He's got his own, he's proper set up there. He's got his little cooker and things like that, you know. But wow, so sad. Seriously? People used to bungee jump off here? Loco. Crazy people. Anyway, just coming over to the Danube here. I think that's the first time I've seen a football pitch under the bridge, under a bridge, sorry. That's the bridge we just walked across. So we're just coming back onto the Danube here now, on the other side of the river, and then we're going to walk that way back into the city, guys. Little legs are getting tired now. Well, fair play, there's quite a new looking gymnasium type thing here under the bridge, so sheltered from the weather. You got the football pitch just there, and guys, that's what I think of you lot. Jokes. Don't know what this is about, but it's like 3 steps. Some cool graffiti on the side of it though. If anyone knows what they're about, let me know. There's 3 of them here. So just in the distance, guys, you might be able to see the other bridge there with the UFO viewing point there. So we didn't walk quite this far when I got here. I did walk this way, but I didn't get to this point. But we're heading back now anyways, we're not too far away. So we're coming up to some kind of complex here, apartments, and there's some shops, restaurants, that kind of thing at the bottom. But look at these apartments here overhanging the Danube. I'm imagining they're quite costly. Beautiful, man, look at those at the front. Quite an old looking boat here. There are people on here though, so it's clearly active. Crazy. Aye, aye, aye. What a walk. That was quite a lengthy walk along the Danube, guys. Gonna head into town now, get some food. I'm starving. And just like that, folks, back in the airport where the fun began. I just had some food and a couple of drinks when I left you guys there in the city, and now I'm back here waiting to fly home. What a fantastic trip, an absolutely beautiful trip. Just reflecting on it before while I was having some dinner, and the people have been fantastic, the views have been outstanding, everything's just been really, really good, you know. I can't think of one bad thing apart from getting stared at a lot, but at the end of the day I know what that's all about now. So but yeah, guys, I would highly recommend a road trip here in Slovakia. It's quite a small country, so if you like road trips, definitely a great way to see a lot of a country, if you know what I mean. You don't have to go far to see new things. So absolutely amazing, man, really. I don't want to go home, to be honest with you, but needs must. I'm just waiting now to check in. It's not open yet. I got here quite early. I thought I was I didn't think I was early, but I am, so I can chill out for a little bit and just ponder on what I've just experienced. Well guys, I hope you've enjoyed the trip with me. Until the next one, I don't know where that will be, but it will be somewhere, of course. Until then, guys, take care of yourselves, have some fun,